long time no chat. If you are an old subscriber from our bus life and van life days, welcome back. My name is Tiffany. I'm a children's book illustrator and soon-to-be author. My husband and I work remotely and love to travel. Over the years, we've built out a retired school bus into a tiny house on wheels and traveled the country in it. And then we sold that and bought a Ford Transit van and converted it out into an even tinier house on wheels and traveled the country in that. We traveled nomadically for about 3 years. After a while, we did burn out on that. And I think the reason we burned out is in the van, we were traveling during the pandemic, and we kind of saw some changes during that time. There was a lot more people exploring and camping and stuff. We also saw a lot more people abusing public lands, trashing sites. We were having a harder time finding free campsites and stuff, and especially up in the Pacific Northwest. And eventually we burned out and decided that it was time for some stability. So we bought a house in our hometown. It was our first house that we'd ever purchased, and that's where we are now. We weren't in the house long when we decided we needed some kind of adventure mobile. So we got ourselves a 4-wheel drive truck. It's a Nissan Frontier. We got it outfitted with a GoFast camper so that we could get deeper into the backcountry. It's been hard for me to break away from work and deadlines lately, so it's mostly been Zach taking it out. He started a new YouTube channel, which is at Zenderson. I'll link that below, where he's documenting those adventures. But I have gotten to go on a few adventures in the truck camper too. We took it down to Florida and we got to see a rocket launch from the camper, which was pretty cool. We got to kayak with manatees, which was maybe the most magical experience of my whole life. Then we got the kayaking bug and got our own kayaks, and that's been a cool way to rediscover the Southeast by water. I think it was the right time in our lives to slow down a bit and enjoy a house and all the nice things that come with the house. The house has been really good to us in a lot of ways. Our time in the house has also been tough for several reasons. We picked an older house, which means it has a lot of charm and character, but it also means that we've already dealt with some pretty costly repairs and anxiety around maintenance of a home. Our expenses are higher living this way. You know, we've been working harder to pay the mortgage and the utilities. And I love my work, don't get me wrong, but it feels like these days that's pretty much all I do. Mainly though, this year has been tough because we lost Frankie. Back in April of this year, she developed an aggressive... this is going to be tough. Back in April of this year, she developed aggressive cancer, and it happened really quickly, which I'm grateful for. In the span of just 2 weeks, she showed us all the signs that it was time to say goodbye. Losing her has hit me pretty hard, but I can confidently say that she had an amazing life full of experiences and smells and cuddles. Yeah, she's a good girl. I am so glad that we have these old videos so I can relive moments like these. It's one of the reasons I feel motivated to start making videos again. Tuco is doing great though. He's 10 years old, he's gray in the face, but that's the only way you'd know that he's an older dog. He's energetic, he's playful, he's curious as ever. But, you know, all of that to say, I'm in need of some adventure and some fun distractions. So that leads me to our big announcement, and that is that our family of 3 is ready to hit the road again. So sorry for the sad bit, but I wanted to give everyone a life update because I knew some people would ask, you know, where's Frankie in these videos. So it's still really hard to talk about, but I did want to let you guys know what's been going on. So Anyway, camper. We got a new camper, and we are planning to hit the road full time again, which we're so excited about. So this is a little 13-foot Scamp that is very messy. I've got my video that I'm working on here. We got it used, but it's like a 2020, I think, so it's like barely used. We're really excited. We're so excited that we found one close by. And here's the best part. We figured out a way, we got creative, and we figured out a way that we can kind of have our cake and eat it too. So we did buy that house, and we haven't been there long. We've been there less than 2 years, and we love the house. We love the location where we can like walk to coffee shops and restaurants and stuff, and we weren't ready to give the house up. So we got creative. The house is 2 stories, or kind of. It's got a walkout basement, and the walkout basement is mostly finished, and it's got its own bathroom and shower. So we realized that we could make ourselves a little apartment down there and rent out the upstairs. So that's what we're doing. So we'll have a place that we can come back to. The cost of rent will cover our mortgage. It's still a lot of responsibility because it's still, we're still responsible for maintenance and all that kind of stuff. We're really excited about this option because it means if we need to be back with family, we've got a place to be. It means that, Tuco is older, and when he needs to slow down, we can go back and we can slow down and be comfortable. But right now he's doing great, and he is ready for an adventure, and we are too, man. So we're gonna do this thing. So we're about to have our very first meal in the camper, and I realized that every first meal in every camper has been a frozen pizza. So I think 3 times makes it a tradition. Ooh, it's hot. All right, we ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. That was really close. I'm gonna take over the YouTube channel, and I'm having a hard time remembering how to make these things. It's tough, but I'm gonna do my best to bring you along and show you what it's like to be in this new camper setup, something that's very different from our DIY builds that we've had before. I'm gonna show you how we plan to, I have big plans for this space. I want to put our stamp on it so that it feels homey. I'm excited to make it ours and show you what it's like to do my work as an illustrator and author on the road. And yeah, so that's the news. I hope you'll stick around and watch. I think that's about it. Am I forgetting anything? I'm positive that I am. But anyway, until next time, bye.